Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Sneak Attack. I'm Reed, your host and DM for this original D&D adventure. To my left we have
Brenna,
Sherwood,
and Grayek.
And last time on Sneak Attack, the gang defeated the resurrected corpse of Milius Plains Reaper, the first barbarian. After losing their wizard friend Akio, they had to face this obstacle one man short and nearly fell to his amazing strength and ferocity. However, using teamwork and a strategic battle plan, they were able to defeat the raging foe with a final bolt of lightning that fried him where he stood. Afterwards, everyone felt some strange type of energy grow from deep within them and then explode in a burst of power. Immediately after, a stone wall near the back of the tomb room descended into the floor, revealing the object of their affection, the second half of the level 9 spell scroll. Once finished in the temple, they retrieved Akio's body, mounted on their eagles, and went back to Antwood to recover Sonja Ignata and take her to the Resistance hideout. Before leaving, they made a pyre for Akio and burned his body to ensure no corruption or curse would disturb his afterlife. So they are back on their eagles and heading towards the northern fields of Norwich. That is where we meet the three of you. How are you doing, everybody?
Great.
I'm excited, Reed, as usual.
Per the usual.
So nothing has
Plus
changed.
10 experience points.
For new reasons.
Why
For
are
new
you
reasons.
Why are you excited this time?
I feel
Greg?
like our group took a pretty big turn. Like that was.
You're glad that Akio's dead.
No.
Yeah,
no.
I feel
what I'm
like
hearing.
That's
Listen,
what I'm hearing
Josh-
too.
a big cloud has been
Josh
lifted off
thinks-
this group.
No,
Josh hated Akio.
No, he didn't.
He hated Dan.
No.
Josh hates Dan.
I really like. I think we're gonna see some cool stuff come from the tragedy. That's all I'm saying. As a storyteller,
Yeah.
I appreciate.
Josh hated Akio.
Okay.
I love Dan Hidekio, for the record.
So, for
I liked both of them an equal amount.
this is about a 10 to 12 hour flight
Good gosh.
back to the Resistance hideout. So
No in movie.
no in-flight entertainment
Drinks?
unless you want, talking with Sonja to count as entertainment.
Oh, gag.
Yeah, I didn't figure as much. However, there is a benefit to this. This can count as a short rest, but you also can attune to your items.
Yes.
Sherwood and Brenna.
Yeah.
And
Watch
Grayek,
me.
What did you need to attune to?
the axe, so that I can.
Oh, yeah, so you can summon it.
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, all three of you can spend your hour.
And my axe.
And Melius's axe.
Sorry, Reed.
Yeah. You can spend an hour in the sky figuring out your items and attuning to them. And beyond that, it's a pretty somber flight. I mean, I think the reality of Akio's passing and just having to carry on without him is kind of starting
Yeah.
to set in. In a self-enclosed little dungeon, you're not able to really let the gravity of that situation sink in. And now that you're kind of continuing on without him, it seems more final, almost like there's just like a little bookend on the Akio story there. And so Grayek, specifically, as you fly north towards the hideout, you kind of fall into a deep state of contemplation. The outside world begins to fade away as you get lost in your thoughts and feelings of loss, purpose in the world, understanding of your mission, all of this.
Memories.
Yeah, all of this kind of just starts flooding your thoughts, and you start completely, everything around you starts disappearing. And suddenly, in the midst of your inner monologue, everything around you just goes black, and you're no longer sitting in a giant eagle. In fact, you're standing face to face with a luminescent image of Sylvana.
He gets down on his knees immediately. Immediately prostrates himself.
Okay.
Easy.
You immediately roll a prostrate check.
Oh my god. You guys.
Got it.
Yeah. He kneels. He kneels and bows his head.
Okay.
He does not cough
Fair.
or anything other thing like that.
You
Okay.
have to cough.
So
She bids you cough?
Sylvana, she sees this and she kind of gestures with her hand to stand up, and she says, Grayek, my time is short, but I have heard your pleas, and I feel like I owe it to you to answer some of your questions.
Oh, that's wonderful. I was beginning to doubt. Forgive me.
There is no need to grant forgiveness, as there was no slight. Your lack of faith is fully justified.
What do you mean?
Well, what Brenna said about Ophelia, my mother, is true. I am not the only deity in the universe, but I think I'm getting off track. Greg, what is it that clouds your judgment? What is it that you're unsure of?
I believe, or I have tried to believe, that everything we've experienced, the four of us, myself, Sherwood, Brenna, and Akio, were chosen by you to complete some task or to play some role in a bigger picture. But it just feels like everything we do is the wrong thing to do. When you bade us come to the Chronicum, and we talked to the Council of Races there, who gave us an item that forced Brenna to feel doubt and to feel that there's no purpose in life. And then we came to the future, where it's broken and wrong, and we could have possibly stopped it 30 years ago. And now Akio's dead, and it doesn't feel purposeful. And I worry that it isn't purposeful, but I have to believe it is. These are valid concerns.
He's
Greg.
embarrassed, by the way, for having just spluttered all that out.
Sure. She goes, this was never meant to be Akio's fate. His mind was corrupted by unnatural and evil magic from creatures who live here in hiding since making their way here during Valisar's invasion.
I was right.
The necromancy.
Necromancy by itself is not... will not cause one's mind to go astray. It's the origin. It's what caused him to pursue that path in the first place. His mind was confused, and he was tricked into believing that it could somehow achieve something that it could not.
To bring someone back.
Yeah, it can bring people back, but I believe his motivations were impure, and he wanted it too much, and it blinded him to the realities of what he was giving up. He lost himself to the desire, and I fear that... I don't know. I don't know if he could have been saved, but I don't blame Akio. He was plagued by deep loss and sadness most of his life, and
we should have noticed. Forgive me.
Well, it's not your fault for not noticing, but there are people in hiding, creatures who could sense his dark pursuits and took advantage of it.
Tell me who these creatures are.
If I knew who and where they were, believe me, I would have eradicated them from this land long ago, but...
But you're the goddess.
Yes, that is true. However, my power in this world is vast. Throughout Brannis, I have nearly unlimited power and control, but it begins and ends here in Brannis. Ophelia, my mother, however, she has a power that far exceeds my own and a limitless reach.
But is she good as you are?
She believes herself to be good. I know her intentions to be right, but I do not agree with the follow-through.
Forgive me, my lady, but the idea of gods differing in opinion, it's a bit much to process for a simple dwarf.
Do not sell yourself short, Greg. You are a unique individual in these times. Many people have either forgotten about me or choose to believe that I never existed in the first place.
Sylvana, what of your cleric, Edwin?
Oh, Edwin. Yes, what about him?
We could use his help and guidance. He's far more connected to you than any of us.
That is true. Yes, that is true. He is, he left Norwich some time ago.
What?
Yeah, he went off island shortly before Thalen's death.
What What should I do? Tell me what to do.
Stay resolute, Graic. Do not doubt. I do not know the outcome of this path that you are on. That is one thing I am unable to see, because, well, I thought I had it right before, but Akio played a part in that plan.
And now that plan's ruined.
Ruined is not the right word. Changed. You took a detour, so to speak. But you will still arrive. I have the utmost confidence in that. And do not kid yourself. You are meant for greatness, Graic. All of you are.
And those who have passed, Emilia, Melius, Delphine, are they at peace?
Melius was a complicated man, plagued by many things. He is as satisfied with his life right now as he has ever been. And he is reunited with his Delphina.
Good that.
At this point, you can see like her image start to like flicker in and out, kind of like a bad signal from R2-D2 or something.
Yeah.
And she says, Graic, I must leave you now. I apologize for this. Takes much power and concentration to even reach you, but know that I am always watching, and I will contact one of the three of you as often as I can.
Thank you, my lady.
And she disappears, and at that exact moment, all of a sudden, like, your vision is restored, and you're sitting again, which kind of throws off your equilibrium a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Wind hitting my face.
Yeah, you grab the reins and you sturdy on, and you're okay. Like everything's gravy again. And based on the terrain from before you blacked out, you feel like maybe you've been out for like 2 seconds.
Whoa! Like it's like the same tree, same.
Oh
hills,
yeah, you were exactly where you were when you left off, and you just had like a 5-minute conversation.
Sonja, are you all right?
No.
Heart attack.
She's so frail.
Yeah.
Yes. What is it, Graic?
Did you see anything?
What, like an enemy?
No, never mind.
He flies the eagle closer to Penelope.
Okay.
To where he can maybe like shout and get some words off that they can hear.
Yeah, you can. I mean, I think your flying speed is like 80 feet per second. I mean, maybe 160. I don't know how dashing with the eagles works, but you can have a regular conversation while you're flying.
Okay.
Plus, I can read lips, so.
Yeah.
Very one-sided conversation.
Sherwood, Brenna.
What?
It's gonna be okay.
Cool. Good to know, buddy.
Glad you found your resolve.
We don't need to find Edwin.
Were we going to find Edwin?
I wanted to. That's what I'd said last episode. I mean,
Do we?
a couple hours ago.
Do we? No, that's mean. Never mind. Not after a friend died.
He doesn't necessarily want to tell them because he's pretty sure they'll mock him for it.
Yeah.
They won't understand, but he just wants
I'm preparing mock.
He wants to help, like,
Roll
encourage
to
somehow. He goes,
We need to stay resolute.
It's a big word for a little dwarf.
And you use little words for a big lady.
Is that a fat joke? Is that a fat joke?
Savage.
I push him off the eagle.
nice. We can't. We're just in a habit of, we got to stop riding eagles. Keep pushing everybody off.
So,
hurtful thing.
No, I feel it. I feel it in my gut. Everything's gonna be okay. We just gotta stay on course.
Your big gut.
We're gonna save Brannis. I'm sure of it.
I'm hungry too.
So, you carry on throughout your flight, Greg. You kind of push the lack of reception to that proclamation out of your mind, and you're happy. I mean, you know what happened, and you believe it to be true. And
I'll have faith enough for the three of us.
Yeah, and so you carry on the rest of your flight.
Okay.
You carry on the rest of your flight, and right about the time the moon is at its highest, So like right overhead, you can actually see very well because there is minimal cloud coverage right now, but the moon is shining very bright. And you come up to what you remember to be the covered stables outside of the grove of pineapple trees. If you remember where the stables were was kind of like this false, almost like a canopy of like fake bushes and stuff that they had attached to it to make it look like it was just grass or shrubs from the sky. So you can land near the stables outside of the pineapple trees, and you hear, when you land, the hurried sounds of people barking orders from the other side of the bushes. And then suddenly this hidden gate enclosure swings open, and you are able to maneuver the giant eagles inside. After landing, they kind of like waddle inside, duck their heads, and pop out into the bigger clearing. And you hop off and secure them with the stable master. And quickly, 2 people run up to your eagle, Greg, Prickly Pete.
Yeah.
After seeing that there's a woman with you who looks in desperate need of medical attention. So Sonja is grabbed and escorted deeper into the compound just very quickly. They lift her off her feet so she doesn't have to carry herself on her own weight. They just really need to get like fluids and some nourishment in her.
She's gonna get taken care of.
They've got it handled. And immediately after Sonja disappears into the camp, Taegan and his guards emerge from the entrance to greet the 3 of you.
You, me, talk now.
That was something that I was going to say.
You can come too.
All right.
One of the guards,
Great surprise.
Yeah, one of the guards like slowly reaches for his weapon because he doesn't like the aggression. But Taegan just kind of like puts his hand down and says, "It has been so long. I didn't know. Tell me everything."
No.
Okay. then I'll tell you what I know.
Good.
I know that the crystal was a ruse.
Yep.
Do you know who set you up?
Nope.
You are a best.
Your bet. He was your best guess.
Yeah.
I got other issues we need to talk about.
Yeah. You're suspect number 1.
For you.
But
You're suspect.
In Greg's book, you're suspect number 1.
Hey, I can understand why you would think that, but look at it from my perspective. I got actionable intel that led me to believe that a crystal was being escorted off island. You guys seemed very eager to help, and I need all the help I can get. What would you expect me to do with that information? Sit on it? Do nothing?
I suppose not.
Yeah, Greg, tell us. What would you expect to do?
I don't know. Have better information.
It's obvious. It's obvious that Arlen was trying to root us out. He disseminated false information in order to expose us. I don't think he knew. There's no way he could have planned on you guys being there. It's 35 years in the future.
He knew it was us, though. He knew it was us.
And speaking of Arlen, how did he come to power, Taegan?
Is this in front of everybody?
Just like stable hands and a bunch of guards and stuff, but you're not inside the full concept.
Yeah,
I mean, we can go inside. It's fine.
No, he's fine right here. He kind of gets like shakes his head a little bit and goes, "Well, what are you implying?"
Thought you were supposed to be in charge.
I was temporarily.
And why is Arlen in charge now?
Because I released my control of Norwich to him.
Why?
Because my sister had just died and I was emotional, and I had just recently, only within the last eight years been out of prison, and I didn't really know what I was doing and no one had any faith in me. And I don't know, Arlen had been my sister's aide for a really long time, so it just made sense.
She backs down a little bit because the idea of losing someone close to her is really fresh and new, and so she's kind of she gets feeling lost and not knowing what to do. So she's backing down a little bit.
Greg strides up to me. He wants to be like face to face.
Well,
face to torso.
Yeah.
Okay.
He kind of motions for him to like come down to his level.
Okay. He doesn't. I mean, he kind of like half squats, but it's really he's not giving it his best effort to get on your level.
Greg slaps him in the face.
A guard restrains you.
After the slap?
Yeah.
I got the slap off, though.
Yeah.
You blasted fool! You don't have faith in your sister. You don't have faith in yourself. How can you be expected to lead this rebellion if you can't even hold your own?
The guard starts hauling you off, and Taegan just raises a hand slowly. Kind of, with the other hand, he wipes off blood or whatever sweat you had on your hands.
Boogers.
Just
buggers.
Real blood.
just sweat.
Greg had been picking his nose the whole conversation.
No, man, my hands are like
Nah,
leather.
man.
Boogers.
Like sandpaper across the face.
Yeah, he's
So-
got a mark. It's red. His face is
Yeah.
His face is off. I slapped it off.
So, believe me, Greg, I have the same conversation with myself every single night. I'm not equipped. I'm not qualified. I'm doing the best I can.
do better.
And as he kind of he stands up upright and kind of like crinks his neck back and forth, is trying to like loosen up, trying to get the stiffness out, and he kind of like scans the stables and he looks a little confused for a second. He says, where's your wizard friend?
Greg calms down and he gets quiet.
He passed.
He passed on returning, or he passed away past?
Passed away past.
He's dead.
We lost him in a battle.
Wait, what battle?
And details are unimportant.
On the ship?
No. We did a side quest.
Wait,
We did temple.
okay.
We looted
Can you
a
pl-
temple.
can you please fill me in on exactly what happened after you got on board the ship?
We
Because
got
from my scouts, this is what I heard. The ship, allegedly with the cargo, got burned and destroyed from the inside out. Sank
sounds
into
right.
the bottom of Smuggler's Bay, and there was zero crew on board. No one was on board or had any explanation as to what the cause was, other than the fact that cannons went off on the inside of it.
Wait, do they think we're dead?
I don't know. I don't have a man inside Arlen's operation. After the ship,
yeah.
what did you do?
We well, we were a little confused and lost. So we went to Antwood.
Why did you go to Antwood?
We were going to leave.
We were going to leave.
Because you thought I set you up.
Yeah. And there may have been some people telling us that you're the reason that Thalen died and the reason that Arlen was in power.
Who says such things?
The doppelgangers.
The doppelgangers.
There's hordes of them somewhere, apparently.
Well,
Not the doppelgangers.
They're always talking smack.
okay. Well, you're here now, which I can only assume means that you have either no more options or a certain amount of trust in me.
We decided we wanted answers.
We
Since-
decided to bring Sonja to some place where people could take care of her.
And we wanted some answers.
And some food.
Food would be good.
Sherwood finally speaks up.
Perhaps a bed for a night.
We can do all that. Listen, I think you've had a long flight. You're tired. You've been through a lot. You lost a friend. You've got to be emotionally and physically drained right now. So why don't we, and mid-sentence, he can't even get the words out of his mouth. He's interrupted by the sound of chaos and commotion coming from within the compound. Immediately, 4 armored guards burst into the stable area, and one of them whispers something into Taegan's ear. His eyes get wide, golf ball size, and he turns to follow his guards before stopping mid-step and proclaiming, "You 3, come with me. We've got one of them."
One of what?
One of the princes of the apocalypse.
Greg summons the axe into his hand and starts almost like running before Taegan.
You do not get in front of Taegan. He's going to be well guarded and escorted. But
Am I wearing my Technicolor dream coat?
yeah,
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Thank you.
And I'm wearing my Amy.
You know what? I throw off the hide.
What?
oh the
Oh, now you're
basilisk
naked?
kind?
Gross.
Yeah, I'm going
Nakey.
Bare chest.
Nakey.
Okay,
And then you run off?
Great, Snakey.
Hey, after watching Melius, that guy was able to fight like all kinds of people without wearing any kind of chest armor.
Yeah, he looks like
I kneel
Fabio.
next to it and look at Gray because he's running away, and I single tear. And I made it for you.
Wait, no, you know what?
Selfish jerk.
Like, put it in the bag of holding.
Yeah, you do have one of those. So I was thinking kind of like that "Don't Litter" commercial where like someone throws trash next to the Indian's foot.
Next to the
I'm just like,
He looks up, not like this.
I rolled a 20 on this. It's a perfect cut. Oh, you can wear it.
So the three of you follow Taegan into the base, and you see a large number of resistance moving quickly, creating space for the prisoner and the escorts. Between 4 guards is a figure dressed in black robes with a black burlap sack over his head. Their hands are behind their back, bound in steel manacles. From under the sack, you can hear someone call out, "Anyone who aids in my safe return will be given immeasurable wealth and power anywhere they want on brand." And like before you can even get the last word out, you see Taegan declare, "Nobody say a word!" And he quickly nods at one of the guards, who takes a blunt end of his axe and bludgeons him square in the temple, knocking him out cold. The silence cuts through the chamber like a knife, and everyone immediately waits on edge. With silent hand gestures, Taegan motions for the guards to take the prisoner through a small door just past his own chamber. No one moves, no one blinks, no one does anything until the door is completely sealed. Then, immediately, all eyes turn to Taegan, awaiting orders. After a few seconds of standing there, Taegan regains his composure, takes a deep breath, and addresses the crowd and says, Listen. This is all very exciting, but I don't want what he said to alarm you. The very fact that this man made this proposition tells us that he knows he has no leverage here. He is desperate, terrified of his fate, and will say or do anything to get us to turn on each other. This is a huge victory for us, and the information we glean from him will prove invaluable to our cause. Now, let's stay resolute. And he kind of like gestures to one of his guards. He says, will someone please fetch the colonel for me? Then
The Colonel?
he nods to everyone, and they take it as a sign. They take it as a sign to get back to work. As 2 members of the resistance, they dart in separate directions to fetch this colonel. He motions for a guard to come closer, and he says in a hushed tone, but like aggressively hushed. Like you can definitely hear what he's saying, but he's trying not to just shout it. He says, "What in the world were you thinking, not gagging his mouth? You know what these guys are capable of." The guard just apologizes profusely and immediately runs to the room where they put him in. And as he runs, you see him pull a handkerchief out of his pocket. And as the guard leaves, you hear the sound of metal jangling coming from behind you, clanging on the ground with repetition. And you turn to see a man dressed in tan slacks and a faded red military jacket. Sheathed at the man's hip is a gold and silver saber in pristine condition, and his face is covered by this meticulously groomed handlebar mustache.
Nice.
A monocle rests in his front pocket, attached to a small gold chain. And covering his hair is an old duster-style cowboy hat, pinned on one side with a peacock stuck in the fold.
No.
Nah.
All of his
Not
pomp and
traveling
garish
for this
adornment would be enough to distract anybody. But what you are drawn to most of all are the half-dozen medals pinned to his chest, detailing the countless acts of heroism and bravery from many long-past battles. He approaches Taegan, stands up straight, throws a hand to his head to salute, and says,
Colonel Sterling Biloxi, reporting, sir.
What? Dan.
What?
Taegan looks relieved and says, Colonel, I'm so glad you're here. You're the only one who has any former military training while Thalen was still in power.
Oh.
We need someone who can extract any important intel from this target. Can you do that?
Shouldn't be a problem.
Oh,
I don't know what to do.
Sweet.
Greg is shocked.
Sweet baby Jesus.
What are you shocked at, Greg?
This guy's very eccentric.
Eccentric is, I think, a decent word.
It's a nice word.
It's a little. It's around this kind of like den of like struggling people who are, you know what I mean, like fighting tooth and nail to survive. Seeing I don't know, the guy with the monocle's a little.
Monocle with a cowboy hat and a peacock feather.
What's going on?
So, I mean, it's obvious to you guys that this is a man who comes from, he's rooted in tradition. He's a very routine-based individual. The fact that he's wearing this military jacket with all the pins on it still, like, this is someone who is very deep-seated and rooted in what he's done all of his life. So he stands out a little bit because, again, he's the only one who has any formal training in defense at all. Everyone else just looks like a bunch of farmers who were given axes and swords for some reason. So
Gotcha.
the three of you stand next to Taegan and two of Taegan's guards when this man walks up. He says, and Taegan says, "I'm sorry, the three of you, this is the colonel." He just introduced himself, but I believe he's a great asset to this, and he comes to us at just the right time. This is quite a catch that we were able to get a member of the Princes of the Apocalypse with someone skilled in interrogation methods.
You're skilled in interrogation methods.
Maybe.
What's your name again? Brenna says that.
Colonel Sterling Biloxi.
What do you want us to call you?
You can call me Colonel.
Fine.
No. No.
But I insist, dear boy.
No. No, whatever this is right here. No.
What kind of sword you got there, Colonel?
This is my long sword, issued to me as a dragoon.
God.
Did
Please
we
fan art. Please all the fan art.
did we step into the Chronicum again and like go to a different?
my gosh.
I'm just wow. You're just
Oh my gosh.
you're an interesting man.
This
I've
guy
never,
reminds
had
me.
more, I've never had a more difficult time RPing than right now.
I think we're RPing properly. This is how they would react.
You're in charge of the military here?
Oh, no, dear boy. I'm simply a servant.
How long you been here, Colonel?
In the camp?
Yep.
I arrived 3 days ago.
Where you been?
At home?
Where's home?
Well, in the city, of course. You see, I'm retired.
Okay. Well,
How long you been retired there, Colonel?
And he does some math in his head. He's thinking back. About 3 years now.
okay. Well,
He definitely looks more aged than most of the people in this camp.
let's see you do some interrogation.
You don't mind that we join?
Taegan pipes up and says, "No, actually, I would insist. I'm not entirely sure what this man is capable of, so I would appreciate it if there were some able-bodied warriors able to assist in case things go south."
Oh,
I can handle myself.
Oh,
See my medals from Army?
that,
What colonel says that? What colonel says, look at my medal?
This Colonel,
This is
shut
very
up.
stolen valor going on here. I'm very triggered. You got a whiff of it going on. Can't pinpoint it.
Taegan says, "No, Colonel, you don't have to remind me. I've seen what you can do. You're quite the specimen. But
Specimen, that's a good word.
I would appreciate it if they assisted in this interrogation, if that's all right.
Fine.
I appreciate your willingness to participate. So,
You done wheezing over there, Greg?
This is so great. Oh my gosh. My head. Okay.
okay. Now I have to ask, what did you expect?
I don't know, man. I expected.
Not that.
Yeah, I expected like something.
Expect the unexpected.
Okay, you know, I'm everything I think in my head that I was gonna expect. This fits, but it just was. I expect some weird, zany, strange
And that's what you got.
thing, and
This is very not Dan, which I appreciate.
that's yes. This is very not Dan.
Way to branch out, man.
Way to
Dan.
not be yourself, Dan.
So,
Wow, I got to bow to the voice here. Like,
Yeah, are you ready
that's
to
like-
commit to the
Yeah, you
voice
gotta commit
acting?
to the voice
That's
now.
yeah.
Welcome to Josh's camp,
yeah,
bud.
we when Dan and I were talking about this new character, he specifically said, I don't know if I want to do a voice yet. I said, if you start with a voice, you've got to commit to it.
Got to.
So
Just like a Keo.
You're doing a great job so far. I mean,
yeah.
No, he only did the voice.
10 minutes. You're doing great.
yeah, you're doing really good.
He only did the voice for the Halloween episode with Akio.
Oh,
That's true.
And then we told him he couldn't
Yeah,
do it
the
anymore.
overly racist voice. So,
Cut back on the racism.
both of Taegan's guards, they turn and escort you to this door that you've never been in before, the one just past Taegan's quarters, and they open the door, and inside the guarded room is a small wooden table with a well-armored dwarven woman sitting in a chair on the opposite side.
Oh, gross.
Well armored.
This is just gonna be
How
gross.
well
This is gonna be
armored,
gross.
Like plate mail armor. Like
Ooh.
Whoa.
yeah.
You can't take her clothing.
And you popped that top before you came in.
Yeah, you naked.
Yeah, and I when he flexes, he sucks in the gut.
She
Tries to like make sure his beard is stretched out as long as it can
she
go.
looks at you and immediately just like rolls her eyes because you have no beard.
I know.
You're a disgrace.
Yeah, she looks at you and almost just like, I don't know what he expects to accomplish.
Hey, but the dwarf's made of more than a beard.
She laughs. Behind her is a wooden door with a heavy wooden arm barricading it closed, so it's barricading it from the outside. She stands and says, drop any and all weapons on the table. You get them back when you leave.
Greg pulls out the
This is-
axe of Melius, sets it down.
Mm-hmm.
He pulls out the maul of Danon, sets it down.
Do you have any weapons that are yours? Or do you just take other
He pulls
people's
out
things?
the warhammer of Amelia, sets it down.
Well, his to Amelia, back to him.
Kinda.
Yeah. I paid for this.
You did. You technically own it. And at seeing your hesitation, she looks at the remaining two of you and goes, yeah, anytime you're ready.
I look at Greg and I go, don't date this one, okay? And I set my weapons on the table.
I don't date.
That's why she talks like that?
She's like Ross from Monsters Inc.
I say that to her.
You got a problem with the way I talk?
No. I put all my weapons down.
Okay. After dropping your gear, she turns to the door and knocks
Water.
3 times, and then lifts that wooden board with ease. She sets it down and turns the handle of the door and shouts, 4 coming in, as the door swings fully open. Inside is a completely darkened cell, save for a single beam of moonlight shining in from a grate in the ceiling. Sitting on the floor is the prisoner, bag still on his head. Once the door closes behind you, you hear the board get placed back in front of the door, and the guard in the room lifts the sack off the man's face. His eyes slam closed as the light from above temporarily blinds him, but immediately you can see this intricate tattoo kind of sprawl across his face, displaying imagery of black flourishes swirling around a crown with 2 wings on either side. And Sherwood, I need you to roll me a history check.
What?
On his face?
Just in
Just
general.
roll the history check.
12.
Ooh, that is exactly the DC.
That's all I need.
Sherwood, suddenly you were reminded of a conversation you had with a family of rabbits over 35 years ago outside of the massive statue of Valisar.
The bunnies.
Oh my gosh, the bunnies.
It's the conversation where they told you about a group of cloaked individuals entering and leaving the statue.
Oh, wow. Deep cut.
This dude reminds you of that.
I hit Brenna.
What?
The bunnies. I want to talk to the bunnies.
Frowny face.
Praying hands.
Do you remember those bunnies I talked to?
Where?
I don't remember. In the field. With the big statue.
Yeah, vaguely.
been a long time.
Yeah.
They told me
Okay.
about a group
Of people.
that kind of looked like this guy right here.
Oh.
That sort of
Oh.
situation.
So the big statue
Yes.
was a meeting place for the Princess of the Apocalypse.
Yes. There it is.
Well, glad we couldn't get
And
in.
bunnies can't lie, so
Bunnies can't lie.
No.
Is that a fact?
yeah.
They're incapable of
Do you
lying.
know that as a druid?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, doesn't everybody know that?
It's bunny truthers.
no.
So, at this point, the guard kind of looks at you, Colonel,
who didn't give up his sword.
No, you were not instructed to.
Excellent.
So
Greg crosses his arms, kind of like stands back and is like, all right, let's see what this guy can do.
he looks at you and
This guy's got the bag off his face. so
off
we
his
see
face. Yep. They were keeping the bag on just while the door is closed. The bag can come off, but anytime the door opens or anything, the bag's got to go back on.
Okay. And what do we know about this guy? Anything?
Just that you were told he's a member of the Princes of the Apocalypse. You see this tattoo, which doesn't mean anything to you, but you were told to get information specifically about their operation, what it is they do, how it is they relay information back and forth, what their mission is, anything you can glean from this guy. But you know it's going to be tough because these people operate in almost total anonymity and have for dozens of years.
Okay. So I walk up to him. I extend my hand and say, "Hello, dear boy. Name's Colonel Biloxi."
You extend a hand only to realize that his hands are bound behind his back. And so he just kind of looks at at the hand in front of his face.
"What might your name be?"
The guard that was in the room comes up and whispers in your ear, "We're not supposed to take his gag off."
"How am I supposed to talk to this man then? With telepathy? I'm a colonel,
I know.
not a wizard."
Yes or no questions? I don't know.
Too soon.
Yeah, not the wizard thing was a little harsh, man.
Respect your character.
He reaches behind and ungags the guy.
Okay. What do the three of you do at that site? Because you were told it was specifically, be there in case.
Can he do that?
Can you do that?
Drake readies his hands for a weapon.
Okay. Oh, nice. So
I pull my cloak around me. I'm being like you. I wanted to be
That's
like
just
you.
like me. Here, wow.
At least I'm clothed.
I ready my
so.
hands
Jazzy hair.
Jazzy
for
hand.
some plant magic.
okay. So at this point, the guy kind of rings his head back and forth. Just it's freeing to have that gag removed. And he says, "Thanks."
"Yes, of course. What's your name?"
My name is Anrondel.
Rondell.
Anrondel.
It's a dumb name.
Can you just, Brenna turns to Greg, can you just, not talk for a little bit, maybe?
"Well, Ronald, what's your purpose here?"
He just kind of chuckles to himself.
The colonel takes off one of he's got riding gloves on. Mm-hmm. He takes off a glove and swiftly slaps him across the face.
Sweet baby Jesus, okay.
Okay.
Woo!
The guy, his face gets tossed to one side and he spits out of his mouth a little bit. And he just looks at you and says, okay. Well, what was your question?
"What is your purpose here?"
I think you know who I am.
"Ronald, we've established that."
You're the Prince of the Apocalypse.
I told you not to talk.
He kind of looks over at you guys and said, I don't believe I got to pleasure your name.
Don't tell
Your
him.
master knows me.
All right. He just he turns back to the colonel.
Bold. Love it.
He says, "Listen, do whatever you want. You ain't getting any information out of me, so you might as well kill me."
Okay.
Nope.
No?
"Dear boy, you do not want to feel the tip of my sword? You would be wise to answer my questions."
Ask me a question then.
"I've already asked twice now."
I serve the Princes of the Apocalypse.
"What are you doing here?"
I was captured.
"Before that?"
Before that, hiding in plain sight, like all of us. You You will never know who we are. Ever.
What is the purpose of the princes?
That's pretty... Everyone knows, man. We want to bring a return of Valisar. This world was not meant to be in the state it is. It needs... Only through chaos can there be order.
That's a load of bull.
Call it whatever you want. Valisar brings restoration and balance to this world.
He brings death.
Yeah. People have to die. Big deal. How many people have you killed?
Apparently I need to kill one more.
Please don't.
Colonel, you said you're good at this.
Show us your stuff.
Let me at him.
What have you and the princes been working on?
Pass.
In one motion, the colonel draws his sword and slices and chops the tip of his nose off.
Oh, gee.
Wow.
Roll it.
Okay.
What am I rolling?
Roll an attack. Like D20.
Roll better than the last roll that you rolled.
Hey.
Critical fail for death.
That's 10.
Okay. You cut off more than his nose. Like, you slice most of his nose and a lot of his cheek.
Oh, gosh.
Tattoo side or not?
Not tattoo side.
Yee.
And he screams out in pain. Like, that hurts quite a bit, but he remains resolute.
Are you going to answer my questions, or are we going to play this the hard way?
The hard way.
He kind of like rubs his face into the side of his robe, trying to like wipe away some of the blood. And he lifts his head and looks at you and says, "If it's a game you want, just let me out of these handcuffs. We'll have a pretty good time, I think."
The colonel, he's like on his knees with his arms bound behind his back.
Sitting on his butt with his hands behind his back.
So he's like in a chair
On the ground.
on the ground. Okay, with like his legs crossed, like
Yeah.
Indian style.
Yeah.
Okay, the colonel like kicks him square in the chest, so he goes backwards.
Okay. He's going to take some damage from that too. And he just, his body gets tossed into the stone wall behind him. And he coughs, and as he coughs, parts of blood, because the blood from his nose is now running into his mouth, and just gets blood everywhere. He says, "Listen, you're going to have to kill me. That's the best you're going to do."
Don't mind if I do. Since the colonel is familiar with using a sword, he's gonna stab him like in an area that's gonna hurt a lot, but not do a lot of damage. Like,
Fatal damage, you mean?
yeah,
Okay.
not do fatal damage.
You're going to have to roll pretty high.
Oh, that's an 8.
Okay. So your goal is to bring the sword down tip first into his leg, just to cut up his muscle. But you're a little off course when it comes down, and it hits his leg, but also slices the femoral artery.
ooh,
And blood goes shooting out all over the floor. And he immediately just passes out.
Colonel, do you know what you're doing?
a bit rusty, dear boy. Remember, retired.
Sherwood, can you heal him real quick?
No.
Just sustain him.
This is disgusting.
Let me try and get something out of him. Just heal him real quick. Come on. Before he's dead, he's bleeding out.
All right. I reach into my pocket and I have some soil, so I'll pack his, like, some quick clot inside of his.
Not an
artery.
actual heal.
No. Just to stop the bleeding.
Okay. The soil just falls out of the wound almost immediately. And he bleeds out.
Yeah, I tried.
Come on, Sherwood.
What?
We could have gotten some actual information from him.
So he slumps to the ground, and again, blood just starts pouring out of the wound in his leg. And as he falls to the ground and rolls on his stomach, and from everyone, roll me a perception check. Let's do this first.
18.
18.
16.
11.
Okay. Everyone but the colonel notices that there is a blood stain on the back of his robes, which doesn't make any sense considering all of his damage came from the front.
Right.
Greg moves to lift the robes to see why there's blood on his back.
Okay, you lift the robe up past his waist and over his head, and you see what appears to be a very fresh incision, like a cut on his back, like with a scalpel or something surgical.
Yeah.
About 4 or 5 inches wide across his back, up in the shoulder blade area.
Okay. Greg reaches to open it.
Undo the stitches, because one of the stitches popped. That's why you're seeing the blood.
Oh, but it sounds like someone surgically put something in there.
Oh, you want to look for something under his skin?
Did you say it looks like a incision made intentionally by someone medical?
Definitely, yeah. You don't get the impression that it's not scarred over like a battle wound. And
Because I'm no medic, but I understand battle wounds.
Right. This doesn't look. This looks far too precise to be a battle wound, and it looks far too fresh. And he doesn't have any other cuts or scrapes apart from the ones administered by the colonel on his body. So it looks out of place.
Yeah, Greg's gonna rip it open a little bit and see if there's something in there.
Okay. So you kind of
Rip it open.
you
Do I
kind of
notice him doing this?
what?
Do I notice him doing this?
Yes.
I'm not hiding it.
Yeah, I mean, he lifted his robe all the way up over his head. So you rip the stitches out, and immediately the skin separates and blood starts.
What are you doing?
Brennan turns around.
Someone. I'm
Yeah.
just seeing if they put something in him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw up.
Do you reach your hand in there?
Is it big enough for me to reach my hand?
Just like 4 fingers. Yeah.
But I don't see anything initially.
No, I mean, there's a lot of blood coming out.
Greg kind of shakes his head and goes, "Blasted princes of the apocalypse!" And he just slides his hand in there and just kind of starts feeling around for
I throw up in
something.
the corner.
For something.
Gross.
After a few seconds, you don't feel anything. It just feels meaty, and you can feel a little bit of bone.
What is it? The Fifth Element? Get out of here!
And as you're about to pull your hand out, you one of the tips of your fingers brushes across something metallic.
Oh, wait. He tries to snag it.
Yeah, you can move your hand around in such a way that you can get your fingertip under it and kind of pull it towards you.
Okay.
It could be a bomb.
I'm
I
gonna
got
peek
it.
in real life.
Hold on.
Ew.
Oh, no. I lost it. Wait a minute.
No, stop.
I got it. He continues to pull it out.
And you pull out this long and complicated looking piece of metal that has hinges in 3 or 4 different spots, but distinct on one of the ends looks like the head of a key.
And he shows it to everybody. Looks like I got him to talk.
Okay.
You have the worst
Covered in blood.
lines.
Well, we got something out of him.
That's
That
better.
was better.
That's better.
We're getting there.
All right. Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe use that one.
Okay. I'll just edit that one.
Yeah. Edit it out. Edit it out. Delete it. Throw it
You
out.
want to know?
One more
you
time.
Wanna,
One more time.
Want to know why everybody likes Greg? You want to know why everybody likes Greg? Because
Yeah.
he edits
Because
it.
he does 6 takes.
Yeah, he takes out all
I'm
the
up in here
times
by
he says
myself
something
all
stupid.
day. I'm just doing my lines.
Everybody's
over
like,
and over.
why are they so mean to him? You guys don't know.
Just ADR all day up here.
No. Cool. Greg is gonna kind of brush the key off a little bit. Is there any writing on it or anything
Nope.
readable?
Nope.
Just a key.
Stone check.
Wait. Did I hear them talking about the bunnies?
Sure. Because you 3 were kind of standing together while the
Yeah,
colonel
yeah.
was doing his thing.
Sherwood, the bunnies.
Yes.
Oh,
The tower.
it's so sad.
The
Think they're
statue.
dead now?
Well, that's what I was thinking. But yeah, they're probably dead. I was sad because this was Akio's thing. He was going to get a thieves' kit to unlock that door.
We don't need a thieves' kit, though. We don't need a thieves' kit.
I know.
This
but
is to the door. I'm sure of it. It's got to be.
I miss Akio. And she looks at the
I
colonel.
miss the bunnies.
Greg kind of kicks the body to the side, rolls it
Oh my
back over.
gosh.
Okay.
Says, "Well, Colonel, what do you think?"
Colonel.
I still got it.
Greg just drops his head.
At this point, the guard that was in the room with you,
Yeah.
just terrified by this whole ordeal, he knocks on the door in a very specific way, and you hear a little bit of a pause, and then one knock in return, and then he knocks on a follow-up in a very specific way. And then you hear the wooden bar getting removed from the backside, the door opens, and in walks the dwarven armored guard.
Roz.
So, that is where we're going to end for the evening.
Hello.
Just covered in blood.
You see the key?
Like what you see.
Oh, gosh.
But thanks everyone for listening. This is going to do it for us tonight here at Sneak Attack. Man, I sure had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did too. Got to meet the Colonel.
Colonel.
And if you liked the episode, definitely hit us up on Twitter. We have a Twitter account at Sneak Podcast. You can let us know what you thought of the episode, the series, everything as a whole, what you think of the Colonel.
Would love to hear that.
Yeah. Also, you can shoot us an email, sneakattackpodcast@gmail.com, or our absolute favorite is iTunes reviews or podcast reviews using your podcast service. Those really do help in a lot of different ways. Most importantly, they help our placement and position on the iTunes charts, which allows more people to find out about our show, and we can grow the Sneak Attack family. So we really do appreciate the people who've taken the time to write in. Speaking of iTunes reviews, got a couple people that have taken the time to write us recently. The first is from Brandon Fraser. I don't think it's the guy from The Mummy.
Or maybe it is.
Blast from the Past.
Nice.
That's a deep cut.
Yeah,
Blast from the Past. But he said, Sneak Attack is great, with a bunch of exclamation points. Thanks, Brandon, for writing in. Also, we've got, I know I'm going to butcher this name, Illidari Fantasy Player. Illidari? I don't know. But he thinks we're amazingly hilarious. So thanks, Brandon and Illidari, for writing in. Again, we just really appreciate the time it takes to actually pull out your phone or go on your computer, write the review, because we know it takes time and energy to go out of your day to do it. And we just appreciate all of you that take the time to actually make that happen. So I think that's going to do it for tonight's episode of Sneak Attack. Let's go around the table. We've got
The Colonel.
Brenna.
Sherwood.
And Greg.
Thanks, everyone.